Merry Christmas, everybody. It's been a while. Sorry, I haven't really put up any videos. It's just not much has happened since the last time I talked to you with going to Oppie and everything. It's been pretty much routine. A couple of things I'll just go over real quickly. Going to the different schools has been fine. You know, I like having one less day I have to make the drive to Carmi. It has since snowed here a few times, so I got used to the driving in a little bit of snow. They're pretty good about plowing everything, so I didn't have to you know, it wasn't like deep or anything, just a little slick here and there. So no problems there. Um, since then, the only thing I've done with Kenji is he took me and Evan up to practice driving at the driving school thing. So there's some like weird course only rules, like just how exaggerated you have to like check your mirrors and stuff and this weird like figure S turn you have to do before you turn every time, which is very counterintuitive, but eh. Um, other, and then we went to the Amber Museum on the way back, just a quick loop around. We did one part of it was a mine where they dug amber and it had a lot of bats in it, and it was real cute. Like everybody, myself included, was kind of nervous about going in at first because they were just like flying all over the place. But eventually, I was like, went in first, and then the other two followed after me, and it was neat, just them kind of like fluttering around. None of them landed on me or bit me or anything. It was neat. Let's see, that's all we've done with Kenji. We were gonna have a party this weekend, but Corona cases have been up, so nobody wants to do it anymore. So party canceled. Um, as far with Robert and Evan, what have we done? We went. Well, we didn't go anywhere. Like here in Coogee, there was a little market day type thing where they had the stands set up, and we bought some food. Had like a taco mon, like a mon is like a meat bun type thing, and some what do you call it? Mochi. I had some mochi, which is like I don't. It's made out of rice, but it's done until it's like a solid chunk. It's kind of a chewy texture. It's usually done into kind of like a sweet, and I had it on like a stick. So it was good. Um, I think the taco mon upset my stomach a little bit because they use different spices than like a normal taco meat. So I think that's what gave me food poisoning before. Because now that I think about it, they had just introduced taco rice balls in the convenience store. Took me a second to think of the. I wanted to say conveni, but I'm like, no, that's the Japanese word for it. Um, then so I'm thinking that's what upset my stomach before. Um, so I will think twice before I do the taco meat. I probably will do it again because it's real good. But and I did eventually get used to the onigiri, so I don't know. Maybe it's just because there had been a break. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's all I done with both of them. Then a couple nights ago, when the whole Christmas star thing was going, we both forgot the day of, but the day after I happened to be coming in as he was going out to look for it, and so I tagged along, and we managed to see the Christmas star on the way back because we couldn't see it in the spot we actually looked for it because we weren't sure exactly where in the sky to look. I just knew somewhere in the western sky, and from the spot we picked, we could see like the north and to like 90 degrees, but then this was buildings. But on the way back, there's kind of a break, and we saw it low, kind of in the southwestern portion of the sky, and it was cool. Like, is that it? Like, we like thought about it. We noticed how bright it was, and it was like two very, very bright, close stars flickering. And like, I think that's it. So I'm like 90% certain that we saw the Christmas star, and it was nice. Sadly, that's the only real Christmassy thing I've done other than a few lessons. Because me being me, I keep forgetting to go shopping for ornaments or letters or anything. I apologize to everybody. I had intended to buy cards to mail to everybody, and I didn't ever do that. I'm bad. I'm sorry. Um, and I didn't get any decorations for myself. Like I intended to get a tree and some lights, and I never did. So I'm bad at doing things. I don't know why. But I did have some Christmas lessons at a couple of the schools. That was pretty nice. At Kogyo, I had since I had to do the same lesson 3 times, one for each grade, one each week. The first one I included Thanksgiving because it was right after Thanksgiving. And I showed some slides, and each class I gave a little quiz. Basically, what was it? I don't remember what the Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? What do you want for Christmas? What is your New Year's resolution? And what is your favorite holiday tradition? So, and then after the first week, we cut out Thanksgiving because it was kind of tight the first time. Like we didn't quite get to interview all the kids on their answers. So, and after that, it worked out fine, timing wise. Um, didn't do any lessons at Karamai. Kuji, I didn't do one on that. Oddly enough, they just had me do like one on, I forget her name, but she's a famous black lady who was in the Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman, I think. Anyway, so they had me do a little research on that and talk about that in one of the classes. So I was like, strange topic, but sure, it's what you're going over. Um, and also, I got to go to Takio Shien, which is like the special needs school. It's like 45 minutes north of here. Um, and it has basically all the grades. And so this time I just did the like elementary school level, and the next time I'll do like the grade schoolers, and then the next time I'll do high schoolers. I'm only going 3 times this year. Well, 2 more now. Um, and that was fun. I had never done any kindergarten, elementary school type stuff before, so it was neat. Um, so the first grade, I basically just kind of went there and went hi, and they had me kind of sing with them, and like before the class got started, I just kind of like was trying to be friendly, and I played with the like race cars with one of them, and then basically we were trying to teach them introductions basically. So, hello, my name is blah. How are you? I'm fine. And then handshake, but more like just touch. If we got them to touch, we were happy. Um, and it was cute. Obviously, some of them were crying and unattentive or whatever, but for the most part, they seemed to be really excited to have this strange person that they'd never seen anything like before in the class. And then pretty similar with the other 2 classes, except the kids were a little bit more, attentive because they were older and understood, and now they're had an extra year of maturity. Um, and so still just like pronouncing words and just following along whatever the actual teacher told me to. So it was cute. And then walking, the one thing that was kind of funny was instead of me going with the teacher to the class, basically they would have one of the students come get me and walk with them to the class. So that was cute. Um, I think that's all. And most of that was this month. So uh, that's basically all that's happened. Oh, there was one other thing. The last class I had in Osanai, after we got done with everything, we played basketball, and I think I either bruised or cracked my rib. I'm not sure which. 'Cause basically, we played a couple of rounds or whatever. I guess technically quarters, but we only did 3 of them. So anyway, so we played, and towards the end, uh, a ball, was not free, and I dove for it, and one of the other students like stepped towards it and extended her knee, but and I happened to land directly on her knee. To my credit, I did scoop the ball back into play before it went out of bounds. But yeah, I landed right here, and it has been bothering me a lot. Well, not a lot. It hurt a lot right then. I basically timed out and I didn't play anymore. Um, but it wore off to normal levels of pain within like a couple minutes. And then it's now just kind of a dull pain whenever I whenever I sleep, because I sleep on a freaking futon and it's hard in my, and so I usually lay on my stomach, particularly the right side of my stomach, which would put pressure on it. So I can't do that because that hurts like the dickens. So I try to sleep on my side or my back, which I can't do well at all. And so it's a little pressure there. And then if I laugh or cough or sneeze or anything, the sudden expansion in my lungs will cause some pain. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a dull pressure that I don't think about if I'm doing anything at all. Um, and that was last Tuesday. So it's been a week and a half now. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm trying to think of anything else, even remotely interesting. Um, that's about it. Been pretty routine. Other than that, um, next week uh, I will do my official driving test. I guess they had me double check all my paperwork and it was in order, so good to go with that. It's my understanding that most people don't pass the first time, but a lot of people who Kinji has shown how to do it have passed the cup first time. So we'll see. Um, Other than that, I have no plans. I had initially intended to just go do something, anything, but I couldn't think of anything, so I didn't bother posting. And nobody's put any plans in our group chats, so I guess I'm just here, which is fine. You know me. I like my games and my TV and whatever else, so I'm doing fine. I do wish I had bought a Christmas tree or something, but I've been like singing carols to myself, like, and just generally enjoying myself. I'm still talking to some of my friends online, and so that's my recent history. I love all y'all. Have a Merry Christmas. And I hope y'all get something nice to eat. Oh, that's one thing that's kind of fun. In case I know I've told mom and dad about this, but the Japanese Christmas dinner tradition over here is fried chicken, specifically Kentucky Fried Chicken, if available. There's not a KFC in Kuji, unfortunately. I considered driving up to Hanamaki, but I'm like, I hate driving. I'm not going to drive an hour to get KFC, even if it's the tradition over here. So I just went to like a local convenience store and they had like chicken legs. So I got that instead. So just a little fun cultural difference there I found amusing. So I guess that's it. Like I said, love y'all. Bye.